Hello guys, welcome back to your one-stop Redux tutorial. Hope you all are doing absolutely fine. In previous session, we have seen what is Python and software requirement for Python. We have also seen the hands-on experience both on Google Colab as well as Jupyter Notebook. In this session, we are going to see creating variables, operators, and data types in Python. Let's get started. So starting from creating variables, I will write again here the creating variables for you. So what are variables? Python has no command for declaring variables. If you write even x equals to some value, then it is also considered as a variable. There is no specific command like import variables as vs or different anything. There is nothing like this. If you write any word from your keyboard, that is r equals to something value, t equals to 5, then it is also considered as a variable. A variable is created the moment you first assign the value to it. As I tell you, if you write r equals to 5, then you have created a variable. That is this simple. So we will start from creating variables. So our first variable program will be like x equals to 5 and print x. Here you can see the input. I have given the input as x equals to 5 and I have print the x and I have got the output as 5. You can also write to make it more systematic and to make it interactive. If any unknown person looks at your code, then he will also get to know what is it. So I will again create x equals to 5 and I will write print value of x and I will run the code. Here you can see it is more interactive than the first one. You can also write the first code and second code, it is quite similar to each other. So creating multiple variables, I will assign the multiple value, that is x equals to 5, y equals to, I will give any name, that is Smith. Then I will print x and y both. It is print x comma y. Now you can see the error, that is name print is not defined, but in this case we have defined the print and it was working. So I want to tell you that the Python is very case sensitive. Now here you can see the print. In this print section the p is capital and in this print section the p is small. Once I made this p small case, here you can see the output, that is x equals to 5 Smith. So this kind of interface is there. Whenever you are writing any code, make sure you are writing case sensitively. Here you can also check the type, means now I have written that is x. You can also check the type. I have written the x equals to 5, y equals to Smith, but which kind of variable is this? That is 5, we can know that 5 is integer and Smith, that is the character. We are writing the characters. So if you want to also check the type, I will copy this same code and you have to just hit print type of x, type of y, whichever you want to type. I will write print. Here I will write type of x and write the same print type of y. Here you can see class x of x class is integer, y is string. If I add something extra, that is z equals to 3.5, that is the float variable. So here again I will write print type of z. I hope it's correct. Yeah, it's float, that is 3.5. It is a float value. Here you can see. So these are the few things about variable you need to know. In this example you came to know about what are variables and how to create variables, how can we create multiple variables. So talking about global variables are those are created outside any kind of function. So I will write one code for your example and for your better understanding. Okay, so I will write x equals to water and I will define function. Tasteless substance is, right, plus we have assigned water as x variable, so we will write x. Now we will print my function. Print You can directly write that. Sorry. Now we will print my function. Okay, sorry, mostly here. Tasteless substance is water. Now here you can see that I haven't written that print tasteless substance is an X, but here you can see the complete sentence, that is tasteless substance is water. So these are the few things about the variables, global variables, creating multiple variables, assigning values to variables. You can also assign the multiple values to multiple variable. I will create the three variable, that is x, y, z, and I will assign the values as 2, 4.7, I will write again the name, that is John. Indentation is must. The bracket also. Now I will print both the three variables, that is print x, y, z, that is 2, 4.7 and John. So using variables you can create this kind of. So these are the few things about variable, that is we start from creating the single variable, we assign the values, we get to know the type of variables by using the type command, and we have assigned the multiple variables. Talking about the operators. Operator itself is a vast concept in Python. I will brief you about the operators. Firstly, that is the arithmetic, that is the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, exponential, floor division. These are the basic operators we are going to use. Now also there are some assignment operator, that is plus equals to, minus equals to, multiply equals to, comparison, that is equal, not equal, greater than, less than, logical. In logical there are three, that is the and, or, and not. Identity, there are only two operators, that is identical and is not identical. In membership there are also two operators, that is in membership and not in membership. Bitwise, that is and, or, XOR, not. These are the few kind of operators, that is the sign left, assigning left value, assigning right value, shifting right, shift left. These are the few things about operators. So talking about operators, I will again write here the operator concept. Going to markdown, hit the escape and M. We are in markdown window. Write the shift and write operators. So in operators we will write the first addition, that is I will show you a few examples about the operators, that is we can write directly 5 plus 5. Hit the answer, hit the tab, you will get the answer. So you can do the similar thing, that is 5 minus 5, 5 into 5 divided by 5, all that stuff on your own. That's quite easy. If you want to run, I have told you the command, that is hit the shift enter, or you can also run from here. One thing again I would like to include, that is indentation in Python. I will write here indentation. If 7 is greater than 2, then print hello. So this is the simple code. If I run the code, you will see the output, that is hello. But what if I take the print to the initial section? Now here you can see that is indentation error, expected and indented block. So this is the indentation, that is the small space which is provided for the code, that is if statement we are running, the print statement is bit forward from it. Whenever I hit the enter tab from the if statement, here you can see my cursor automatically points to this point, and if I take the print statement back to that point, my code will be running fine, that is hello. So again, this is indentation, that is indentation refers to a space at the beginning of a code. So why indentation is used? Because indentation is used to indicate a block of code. Here you can see it is a complete block of code, that is if block is executed. We are also going to see it further in here in conditional statement, that is if, else, for loop, while loop. So these are the few things about creating variables and operators. I also told you about the indentation. Now the fourth point, talking about the data types in Python. So in programming, data type is an important concept. Variables can store of different types and different types can do different things. In Python has the following data types. I have created the list, that is the text type string, numerical type integer, float and complex, these are numerical. Sequential type, that is the list, tuples, range. Mapping types, dictionary. We can also set type, that is the set, frozen set, boolean types, binary types. These are the few types of data types. We will see the few examples of data types also. So in data types there are few data types which I would like to tell. That is the string, float, integer. We will see the example of data types. If you can recall, we have created the data type variable in this function also. That is, we have assigned the value to the variable x, y and z. Different values we have assigned, and you can see the different type also we have written, that is type of x, type of y variable, type of z. Data type is also the same. Here you can see integer, string and float. For these we will write the same code and you can get the same answer. I will write x equals to 4 and I will again write print type of x. Here you can see integer type. This is one of the integer data type. We can see here type string, integer. I have written the numerical value. If I write any kind of string, then you can see it is a string variable. I will write here hello. Here you can see the class string. So this is something about the data types. If you like the video, hit like and do subscribe for more such videos. Thank you.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the